How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I am your host, FaZe Crypto. Today we're looking at a Bitcoin trading at 7,971 respectively, Bitcoin dominance at 66.1%. And of course, I want to start off by saying that if you're a bear, if you're bearish on this current market, well, this headline, this article might be useful for you. I think that it will be a interesting segue into talking about the subject of this video, which is of course going to be Cardano. Like many of our videos, we do find it important to discuss the future as well as the current events happening in the cryptocurrency world, paying little to no attention in this one towards the past, only because the past is really no indication of what's going to happen in the future. At the same time, it sort of is, but that's a topic for another video, almost a distraction. So Bitcoin BTC is very close to a major breakout. The 4-hour chart for BTC USD shows that we will have the next big move in less than 4 days. This is the big development follow for traders, because the bears are expecting the price to drop to 5,500 or 6,000 from the current levels, whereas the bulls are expecting the smaller descending triangle to be invalidated and for the price to shoot out the larger falling wedge instead. In my opinion, the larger falling wedge has much higher probability of playing out. Even if both scenarios were to play out, we might see an initial decline below the descending triangle at the bottom of the falling wedge, and then a strong move to the upside there. The probability of the price breaking to the upside from here towards 9,256 and higher levels from here is very high, which is why I am really concerned about this chart. So definitely go give this a look, or watch one of the videos of a similar content creator talking about this issue. I think that it's one that I just want to put forward to the attention of the subscribers to this channel, just because I think that it's an important one. Many people expecting to see more of the same, which is of course one of the seven deadly sins in the cryptocurrency world, and that call was a smart one to make back when the price was around the $10,000 mark, most certainly at the 14 and 12, which we saw in the previous months. However, now I think that call, it is smelling to me like a bear trap. Of course, many people have different approaches to the situation, and I would welcome a cheaper BTC entry price. Certainly would be accumulating if it goes down to those 5,000s, and I think that it's more of a wet dream. It's funny because when people get what they want in the cryptocurrency world, they tend to panic and just get more greedy, whereas you sort of have to take what you can get when you can get it. I think that plenty of those moon boys who thought that 9,000 was a good entry price have already cut, sold, and basically sold at a loss, and essentially gone home crying to their mothers. And it all reminds me of that meme, the Bitcoin meme, that it is essentially it goes on to talk about how if you can't have Bitcoin at her 20% drops, then you're not worthy of her when she's at her 100%, 200% moonshot. It's all about patience, and that's why they tell people never to put in more than you're willing to lose. It is a very risky space. And of course, remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. I'm not your financial advisor. Of course, I'm only here to give you my opinion. I'm not your dad, of course. So without any further ado, Cardano. I just want to talk about some of these articles. So Cardano finds new footing with New Balance partnership. I think that this is indicative of a real next stage as far as the conversation surrounding Cardano, and in particular how people are going to be having a conversation about Cardano. Very very much in the same sort of dialogue as what we see happening with VeChain. So proving the origin and authenticity of retail products has often been proposed as one of the key use cases of blockchain, but it was largely the turf of companies like VeChain, and recently IBM Cardano is now jumping into the field, and in both feet through collaboration with New Balance, the athletic wear and sneaker brand. Definitely check this out. I mean, it is interesting, a new way to sort of look at Cardano, and I think that it is a validation of a lot of the previous points that we have made about Cardano in a lot of earlier videos, where of course we were having that discussion about the scientific and of course mathematical accomplishments that Cardano was already laid down for itself, and a lot of the opportunity that comes with this is the fact that Cardano can move really on a dime. Cardano is really one of those cryptos that I think is very unpredictable, because they've put so much groundwork into doing, checking off a lot of the boxes that are often ignored by a lot of other altcoins, for lack of a better word, that tend to hop directly into just putting a product out there and essentially getting run over by the cryptos that are able to do their homework, and Cardano being a perfect example of this. So Cardano puts its money on scientific philosophy. I mean, this is sort of what I'm talking about here. So Cardano, an open source cryptocurrency project, is taking a pragmatic approach to blockchain platform development. It's betting that its scientific philosophy and peer-reviewed research will yield infrastructure and scalability and efficiency. So far, Cardano already boasts a market cap of just over 1 billion and ranks 12th among the cryptocurrency respectively at the time of making this content, just about 2 years after it was founded by Charles Hoskinson, a co-founder of Ethereum. Cardano's currency is called ADA. We already all know all this. What I wanted to really talk about is Shelley Testnet, a type of cryptocurrency testing software launching in June, and will soon give way to an incentivized version of the testnet. This has new and incentivized version will support 200 to 300 staking pools, as well as staking and delegation by users. It will be the first look at the effectiveness of its POS incentive models. So in short, I think the writing on the wall is pretty clear when we're looking at the future of blockchain. IO and KH introduced New Balance Real Chain, a blockchain that ensures the authenticity of sneakers. This is a billion-dollar industry, and I think that it will be very interesting to see how blockchain reshapes many different aspects of the world. I mean, even if you're not interested in fashion, I think that this is should be light at the end of the tunnel. When we want to talk about the failure of the previous paradigm and just a lot of the different aspects of the modern world that stand to have a really very interesting change when we talk about really blockchain and what it means for the evolution of the infrastructure. I mean, going around and just seeing how it's going to come out and actually look in real time. So it is interesting. I'd like to hear what your perspectives are. So make sure that you guys comment down below, letting us know what you guys think. Always interested in hearing your perspectives. I think that the future is bright, especially for altcoins like Cardano, regardless of what we see happening in the short term. Very interested in seeing where things are going, and I'm basically going to attempt to play this situation in the unfolding of these different things from whatever opportunities are presented. Now, of course, I'm not a market maker by any stretch of the imagination, and much like you, I mean, we're all just sort of surfing on the currents that we're given. So it will be interesting to see how things manage to play out, and long term, I'm very excited. So let's get this crypto. All that being said, I think we made some pretty interesting points in this video, and all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this content. See you guys next video. Have a good one.